It costs a pretty penny to buy a plane ticket to Thailand. So he's been racking his brain trying to think of how to pay for the ticket. Then his brother Frankie called him. He told him about a job. The job was working at a cafe owned by Carla the cat. Carla the cat did not like dogs. Brian thought that it was a total long shot, but he asked Carla about the job. Carla really liked Brian, so she offered him a job. Later that week, Brian had enough money to buy the plane ticket. He was no longer angry that he was fired from his job as a bus driver. It's just water under the bridge now. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the story. Now, as always, I will begin at the start of the story, and I will ask questions this time when I read the story. Please answer the questions out loud. If you need a little more time, then you can press pause on your computer or your MP3 player, and then you can press play again when you've had enough time. And of course, if you just feel like listening and not answering the questions out loud, well, then that's fine too. Okay, let's get started. Brian the dog has a chip on his shoulder. Does Brian the dog have a chip on his shoulder?
Yes, he does. He have
Yes,
Brian
he
the dog
does.
have a chip
He
on
has
his
a chip
shoulder.
on his shoulder.
Mm.
Who has a chip on his shoulder? Does
Brian.
Freddy the frog or Brian the dog have a chip on his shoulder?
Brian the dog have a chip on his
Brian the
shoulder.
dog. Brian the dog has a chip on his shoulder. Does Freddy the frog have a chip on his shoulder?
No. It wasn't Freddy the frog.
No, it's not Freddy the frog. Does Brian the dog have a chip on his shoulder?
Yes, he did. Brian the dog has
Yes,
a
he
chip
does.
on his shoulder.
Brian the dog has a chip on his shoulder. Is Brian the dog happy?
No. Brian the dog have a chip on
No.
his shoulder.
No, he's not.
That means
He has
he
a
is
chip on his shoulder.
happy.
That means he is not happy. Is Brian the dog angry?
Yes. Brian the dog
Yes.
has a chip on his
Yes,
shoulder.
he is.
It's the
He
same
has a
thing
chip
as
on his
saying
shoulder,
he is
which is
angry.
the same thing as saying he is angry.
If
you have a
you
chip
have
on
a
your
chip
shoulder,
on
then you
your
are
shoulder.
angry.
On the shoulder.
What type of animal is Brian?
You are angry.
Is he a cat or a dog?
A dog. Brian
dog.
A dog. It's a dog.
Brian is
Yeah,
a dog. He just got fired from his job as a bus driver. Did he just get fired from his job as a bus driver?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He just got
He
fired
got-
from his job as a bus driver.
He got fired from his job at the bus
What
stop.
happened to him? Did he get fired from his job or set his house on fire?
Fired from his job. He got fired from
got
his
fired
job
from
as
his
a
job.
bus driver.
Did he set his house on fire?
No, he didn't set house on fire.
No, he didn't set his house on fire. Did he get fired from his job?
Yes, he did. He got
Yes.
fired from his
Yes,
job.
he did. He got fired from his job. Who got fired from his job? Did Brian's father get fired from his job?
No, he's got
No? It wasn't
Brian's
Brian's father. Did Brian get fired from his job?
Yes, it does. Brian get fired from his job.
Yes.
Get
Yes, he
fired
did.
from his job.
Brian got fired from his job. What was Brian's job? Was his job an airplane pilot or a bus driver?
A bus driver. He got fired
A
from his
bus
job
driver.
as a bus driver.
His job was a bus
His
driver.
job was a bus driver.
Did Brian get fired from his job as a bus driver?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He got fired from his job as a bus driver. Then, to top it off, he locked his keys in his car. Did he lock his keys in his car?
Yes, he did. He locked his keys in his car.
Yes, he did. He locked his keys in his car. What did he do?
He locked his
Did he
keys.
lock his house?
No, he didn't lock his house.
No, he didn't lock his house. Did he lock his keys in his car?
Yes, he did. He locked his
Yes,
keys in
that's
his
what he
car.
did. He locked his keys in his car. Did he lock his keys in his car in addition to being fired?
No.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He locked his keys in his car in addition to being fired.
In addition to being
To top
fired.
it off, he locked his keys in his car. To top it off means in addition to. Who locked his keys in his car?
Lock his keys.
Did Brian lock his keys in his car?
To be fired. To top off. Yes, he did.
Yes.
Brian locked his keys
Yes, he
in
did.
his car.
Brian locked his keys in his car. Where were his keys? Were his keys in his car?
Yes, they must have been his car.
Yes. Yes, they must have been in his car because he locked them in his car.
He locked them in his car.
Did he lock his keys in his car?
Yes, he did. He locked his keys in his car.
Yes, he did. He locked his keys in his car. He had been saving money because he wants to go to Thailand. Was he saving money because he wants to go to Thailand?
Yes, he did. He had been saving money because he wants to go to Thailand.
Yes, he was. He had been saving money because he wants to go to Thailand. What had he been doing?
He has been saving money.
Well, he had been
wants to
saving
go to
money.
Thailand.
Had he been saving money? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He had been
He has been
saving
saving
money.
money.
Who had been saving money? Had Brian or Pablo been saving money?
Pablo.
Brian did.
Brian.
Brian had
has
been saving money. Why had he been saving money?
Because he wants to go to Thailand.
Because he wants to go to Thailand. That's why he's been saving money. Had he been saving money because he wants to buy a car or go to Thailand?
Go to Thailand. He has been saving money
Go to
because
Thailand.
he wants to go to Thailand.
He's been saving money because he wants to go to Thailand. Where does he want to go? Does he want to go to Paris?
No, he didn't want to go to Paris.
No, he doesn't want to go to Paris. Does he want to go to Thailand?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
He wants to go to
He
Thailand.
wants to go to Thailand. Had he been saving money because he wanted to go to Thailand?
Yes, he did. He has been saving money.
That's exactly true.
He had been saving money because he wants to go to Thailand.
It costs a pretty penny to buy a plane ticket to Thailand. Does it cost a pretty penny to buy a plane ticket to Thailand?
Yes, he did. It costs a pretty penny.
Yes, it does. It costs a pretty penny to buy a plane ticket to Thailand. What costs a pretty penny?
A plane ticket to Thailand.
A plane ticket to Thailand. It costs a pretty penny
It costs a
to buy
pretty
a
penny
plane
to buy a
ticket to
plane
Thailand.
ticket to Thailand.
Does a boat ride to Thailand cost a pretty penny?
No, we are not talking about a boat ride here.
We're not talking about a boat ride here. Does a plane ticket to Thailand cost a pretty penny?
Yes, it did. A plane
Yes.
ticket to Thailand
Yes, it does. It costs a pretty penny to buy a plane ticket to Thailand. Does a plane ticket to Thailand cost a lot of money?
Yes, it did. A pretty penny.
Yes, it does. It costs a pretty penny,
Cost a pretty
which is the
penny.
same as
It's the same
saying
thing
it
as
costs a
saying
lot of money.
costs a lot
Because
of
a
money.
pretty penny
Because
means
pretty
a lot
penny,
of money.
Mean a lot
Is it
of money.
expensive to buy a plane ticket to Thailand?
Yes, it did.
Yes, it is. It costs a pretty penny,
It costs
which means it
a
costs
pretty
a lot of
penny
money,
to buy
which
a
is the
plane
same
ticket
thing
to
as
Thailand.
saying it is expensive. Is a plane ticket to Thailand cheap?
No, exactly not cheap.
No, it's certainly not cheap. It's expensive.
It's
It costs a
expensive.
pretty penny. It
It
costs
costs
a
a
lot
pretty
of
penny.
money.
It's got a lot
Does a
of
plane
money.
ticket to New York cost a pretty penny?
No,
No,
it's not
it's not New
Paris.
York.
It's not New York.
Does a plane ticket to Thailand cost a lot of money?
Yes, it did. A pretty.
Yes.
It's
A plane ticket to
a plane
Thailand
ticket to Thailand
costs a lot of
it's got
money.
a lot of money.
A plane ticket to Thailand costs a pretty penny. So he's been racking his brain trying to think of how to pay for the ticket. Has he been racking his brain to think of how to pay for the ticket?
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has.
He's been
He's been racking his
trying
brain
to think of
trying
how
to
to
think
pay
of how to pay for the ticket. What has he been doing?
He have
Well,
He
he's
have
been racking his brain. Has he been thinking about how to pay for the ticket?
Yes, he said it.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's correct.
That's correct.
He's been racking his brain trying to think of how to pay for the ticket.
thinking of how to
Which is
pay
the
for
same
ticket.
thing as saying he's been thinking about how to pay for the ticket.
Been thinking about
When
how
you
to
say
pay for
racking
ticket.
his
When
brain,
you
it's
say
the same
racking
thing
his
as
brain,
saying he's
it's the
thinking
same
about.
thing is same thing as saying
Who
he's
has been
thinking
racking
about.
his brain? Has Brian or Frankie been racking his brain?
Brian have been racking his brain.
Brian has. Brian has been racking his brain. What is he racking his brain about? Is he racking his brain about how to pay for the ticket or how to buy a new car?
How to pay for the ticket. He have been racking his brain.
How to buy the ticket? He's racking his brain trying to think of how to pay for the ticket.
How to pay for the ticket.
Then his brother Frankie called him. Did his brother Frankie call him?
Yes, he did. Brother Frankie called him.
Yes, he did. His brother Frankie called him. What did Frankie do?
Frankie called him.
He called him. Frankie called him. Did Frankie watch a football game or call him?
Called him.
He called him. Who called him? Did Frankie or Pablo call him?
Pablo.
Frankie.
Frankie.
Frankie called him. Who did Frankie call? Did he call Pablo?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't call Pablo.
No, he didn't call Pablo.
Did he call Brian?
Yes, he did. He called Brian.
Yes, that's correct. He called Brian. What is Brian's brother's name? Is Brian's brother's name Pablo or Frankie?
Frankie.
It's Frankie. His brother is named Frankie.
His name Frankie.
Is Brian's cousin named Frankie?
No, it's not cousin.
No, not his cousin.
Not cousin.
Is Brian's brother named Frankie?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Brian's brother is named Frankie. He told him about a job. Did he tell him about a job?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He told him about a job. What did he do?
He told him about a job.
Well, he told him about a job. Who told him about a job? Did Pablo tell him about a job?
No, Pablo did tell him about a job.
No, it wasn't Pablo.
It wasn't Pablo.
Did Frankie tell him about a job?
Yes, he did. Frankie told
Yes.
him about a job.
That's who it was. It was Frankie who told him about a job. Who did he tell about a job? Did he tell Pablo about a job?
No, he didn't tell Pablo.
No? Frankie didn't tell Pablo about a job. Did he tell
Pablo
Brian
about
about a job?
Yes, he did. He told Brian about a job.
Yes, he did. He told Brian about a job. What did Frankie tell Brian about? Did he tell him about a new car or a job?
A job. He told
job.
him about a
He
job.
told him about a job. Did Frankie tell Brian about a job?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Frankie told Brian about a job.
The job was working at a cafe owned by Carla the cat. Was the job working at a cafe owned by Carla the cat?
Yes, he did. The job
Yes, it was. The job was working at a cafe owned by Carla the cat.
At the cafe owned by
Where
Carla
was
the
the
cat.
job? Was the job at a cafe or a club?
Cafe.
A cafe. The job was at a
The
cafe.
job was a cafe.
Who owned the cafe? Did Frankie own the cafe?
No, Frankie didn't own the cafe.
No, Frankie did not own the cafe. Did Carla the cat own the cafe?
Yes, he did.
Yes, she did.
Carla the cat
Carla the
owned the
cat
cafe.
owned the cafe. What type of animal is Carla? Is she a cat or a dog?
Cat. Carla
She's a cat.
is the cat.
Carla is a cat. Did a cat own the cafe?
Yes. The cat owned the cafe.
Yes.
Carla the cat
A
owned
cat
the cafe.
owned the cafe. Carla the cat owned the cafe. Carla the cat did not like dogs. Did Carla the cat like dogs?
No. No, she did not. Carla
No,
the cat,
she did not. Carla the cat did not like dogs. Who did not like dogs? Did Freddy's mother not like dogs?
No, it wasn't Freddy's mother.
No, it's not Freddy's mother. Did Carla not like dogs?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Carla
Yes, that's
not
correct.
like dogs.
Carla did not like dogs.
Carla did not like dogs.
What did Carla not like? Dogs or cats?
Dogs. Carla did not like dogs.
Dogs. She did not like dogs. Did Carla the cat like dogs?
No. No, she did
No.
not.
No, she did not. Carla the cat did not like dogs. Brian thought that it was a total long shot. Did Brian think it was a total long shot?
Yes, he did. He talked.
Yes, he did.
He thought that
He thought it was a total long shot. Did Brian think it was very unlikely?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
He thought it was
He
a total
thought
long
it was
shot.
a total long shot.
Which is the same
Which
thing
is
as
the same thing as saying
he thought
it was very unlikely.
A
A
total,
total long shot is something that is very unlikely.
Very unlikely. Unlikely.
Did Brian think that getting the job was a total long shot?
Yes, he did. He thought that it was a total
Yes,
long
that's
shot.
correct. That's what Brian thought was a total long shot. He thought getting the job was a total long
the
shot.
job was a total long shot.
Did Brian think
He
that
thought
getting the
the
job
job
was
was a total
very
long shot.
unlikely?
Yes, he did. He thought that
Yes,
it
he
was a
did.
total long shot.
He thought that it was a total long shot, which means that he thought it was very
It's
unlikely.
something that
A
is
total
very
long
unlikely.
shot is something that is very unlikely. Did Brian think he would get the job?
No, he did not.
He did not.
He thought it
He
was a
thought
total
it
long
was a
shot.
total long shot. He thought it was very unlikely that he would get the job. Did Brian think that Carla the cat would hire him for the job? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He thought it was a total long shot. He thought it was very unlikely that she would hire him for the job.
That she would hire him for a job.
Who thought it was a long shot? Did Frankie or Brian think that it was a total long shot?
Brian. Brian thought that it was a total
Brian
long
did.
shot.
Brian thought that it was a total long shot. Why did Brian think that it was a total long shot? Well,
he
He
knew
knew that Carla the cat hates dogs, and he is a dog, so he thought that she would not want to hire him because he is a dog.
because he's a dog.
So he thought it was a total long shot that she would hire him. But he asked Carla about the job. Did he ask Carla about the job?
Yes, he did. He asked Carla about the job.
Yes, he did. He asked Carla about the job. What did he do?
He asked Carla about the job.
Well, he asked Carla about the job. Did he drink some coffee or ask Carla about the job?
Carla about the job. He asked Carla about the job.
He asked Carla about the job. Who asked Carla about the job? Did Freddie ask Carla about the job?
No. Freddie did not.
No, it wasn't Freddie who asked.
It wasn't Freddie
Did
who asked.
Brian ask Carla about the job?
Yes, he did. Brian.
Yes.
Brian.
Yes, he did. Brian asked Carla about the job.
Yes,
What did he ask her about?
The job.
The job.
Yes,
He
Carla
asked
about
her
the job.
about the job. Did he ask her about the weather or the job?
The job. He asked
job.
Carla about the
He
job.
asked Carla about the job. Carla really liked Brian. Did Carla really like Brian?
Yes, she did. Carla really liked Brian.
Yes, she did. She really liked Brian. Did Carla dislike Brian?
No, Carla does not.
No, she didn't dislike him. She really
did not
liked him.
dislike him. She really liked him.
Did Carla only like Brian a little bit?
No.
No? She didn't like
No,
him
she
only a
didn't like
little.
him only,
She liked
only
Brian
little.
a lot.
She
really liked
Brian a lot.
Brian.
She really liked Brian.
Did Carla like Brian a lot?
Yes. She really liked
Yes.
Brian a lot.
Yes, she did.
Really liked
She
Brian.
really liked him. She liked him a lot. Who really liked Brian? Did Freddie really like Brian?
No, Freddie did not who asked.
No, it's not Freddie we're talking about. Did Carla really like Brian?
Yes. Carla
Yes,
really
that's
liked
correct.
Brian.
Carla really liked Brian. Who did Carla really like? Did she really like Freddie or Brian?
Brian.
Brian.
She really liked Brian.
liked Brian. Carla really
Carla
liked
really liked
Brian.
Brian.
So she offered him a job. Did she offer him a job?
Yes, she did. She offered him a job.
Yes, she did. She offered him a job. What did she do?
She offered him a job.
She offered him a job. Did she ask him to have dinner with her or offer him a job?
Offer him a job.
Offer him a job. She offered him a job. Who offered him a job? Did Frankie offer him a job?
No, Frankie did not offer him a job.
No, it wasn't Frankie. Did Carla offer him a job?
Yes. Carla
Yes,
offered
that's
him
correct.
a job.
Carla offered him a job. Who did Carla offer a job to? Did she offer a job to Pablo?
Yes, he
No.
did.
She didn't
No, he
offer a
did.
job to
He did not
Pablo.
Pablo. He offered.
Did she offer a job to
Did
Brian?
not offer Pablo. Yes, she did.
Yes, that's
She
correct.
offered Brian.
She offered a job to Brian.
She offered a job to Brian.
What did she offer him? Did she offer him some coffee or a job?
A job. She offered him a job.
A job. She offered him a job. Later that week, Brian had enough money to buy the plane ticket. Did Brian have enough money to buy the plane ticket?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
He
did.
had enough money to
He
buy
had
the plane
enough
ticket.
money to buy the plane ticket. What did Brian have enough money to buy?
The plane ticket. He
He had
had
enough money
to buy the plane ticket.
Did he have enough money to buy a car or the plane ticket?
The plane ticket.
The plane ticket. He had enough money to buy the plane ticket. Did he have enough money to buy a plane ticket to Paris?
No,
No, it's not Paris.
the North Prairie.
Did he have enough
No.
money to buy a plane ticket to Thailand?
Yes, he did. He had enough
Yes.
money to buy the plane
That's
ticket.
where he wanted to
The
go.
plane ticket to
He
Thailand.
wanted to go to Thailand, so he wanted to buy a plane ticket to Thailand. Who had enough money to buy a plane ticket? Did Frankie or Brian have enough money to buy a plane ticket?
Brian have enough
Brian
money. Brian did.
Brian had enough
Brian
money
have enough
to
money
buy
to
the
buy
plane
the plane
ticket.
ticket.
When did Brian have enough money to buy the plane ticket? Did he have enough money later that day?
No,
No, it wasn't that soon. It wasn't later that day.
that's not that day.
Did he have enough money later that week?
Yes, that's correct. No, that's great. He have enough
Yes,
money
that's
to buy
correct.
the plane ticket.
Later that week, he had enough money to buy the plane ticket. Later that week, did Brian have enough money to buy the plane ticket?
Yes, he did. Later that week, he have enough money
Yes,
to
he
buy
did.
the plane ticket.
Later that week, Brian had enough money to buy the plane ticket. The plane ticket to Thailand.
The plane ticket to Thailand.
He was no longer angry that he was fired from his job as a bus driver. Was he still angry that he got fired from his job as a bus driver?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he
he
was no
wasn't.
longer angry that he was
He was
fired
no
from his
longer
job
angry
as a
that
bus
he
driver.
was fired from his job as a bus driver.
Was Brian still angry?
No, it wasn't. He was no longer
No,
angry.
no, he wasn't. He was no longer angry. Did Brian still have a chip on his shoulder?
No.
No, he didn't. He was no longer angry. Which means he
This,
didn't
which
still have a
means
chip
he
on his
didn't-
shoulder. Remember, To have a
It
chip
is
on your
to have
shoulder
a chip on
means to
shoulder.
be angry.
Remember to have a chip on your
Was
shoulder.
Brian ever
Means to
angry
be angry.
about being fired from his job as a bus driver?
Yes, yes, he was. He have a chip on his shoulder.
Yes,
At
yes he
first,
was.
This means he was
had a
angry,
chip on his shoulder
but
at
now
first,
he was
which
no
means
longer
he was angry.
Which means
But now he was no
angry,
longer
but
angry,
he's no
which means he was angry, but he's not angry anymore. It's just water under the bridge now. Is it just water under the bridge now?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's just
water under
the
the bridge now. Is it something that happened and cannot be changed?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, that's correct. It's water under the bridge, which means that it is something that has happened and cannot be changed. Because water under the bridge means something that has happened and cannot be changed.
Cannot be changed.
What's water under the bridge now? Is Brian being fired from his job as a bus driver? Water under the bridge now?
Yes, that's what. Water under the bridge now.
Yes,
Brian
that's what's water
fired
under the
from
bridge
job
now.
as a bus driver.
Brian being fired from his
It's
job
now
as a
water
bus
under
driver.
bridge now.
It's
Under
now water
the
under the
bridge.
bridge. It happened and it cannot be changed. Is Brian being fired from his job as a bus driver something that happened and cannot be changed?
Yes, it's the water.
Yes, it is. It's water under the bridge now, which means it is something that happened and cannot be changed.